All right, man. Welcome to the 290 Mo podcast. I appreciate your time. If you could introduce yourself to my viewers and listeners.
Shit, it's DJ Nephew. What's it called? Southside Chicago. Shout out to my mama. Brought me into this world. I'm out here getting groovy. I'm doing my thing, hustling. I'm hungry. Out here ready to learn, connect, network, whatever I need to do. I'm out here.
Okay. So, let's start from the beginning, man. Where you from?
Southside, 63rd and Racine, Inglewood, Ogden Park.
Okay. How was it growing up out there, man? Cause you hear a lot of stories, man. So how was your experience growing up out there?
I actually moved around a lot growing up. I ain't gonna lie. That's where I'm originally from. But my mama lived in Atlanta. Yeah, my mama lived in Atlanta. 2012. That was an iconic year. After 2012, she got to moving like crazy. So I started seeing more life like outside of just Atlanta, Chicago. So I moved to Houston.
Oh yeah.
Dallas, Memphis. I lived a lot of places.
Okay. Was music always something you was interested in, or did that happen later?
I used to go to sleep listening to music. I was bad as a kid, so like I never had a phone that my parents gave me. I always had to sneak and get a phone. Like it was crazy. If my mama called me with a phone, she would take it, and then I would tell her I need to go to Walmart, get some groceries or something. I'd walk into Walmart, go to the back to the electronics section and buy like one of them little prepaid phones so I could, listen to, it's really just to listen to music just cause like what am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, music always been around for me.
Okay. And you grew up in a lot of places. If you had to consider any of them, is it Chicago? What you consider home?
Chicago is definitely home. A lot of people, that's the thing about me. I've never been deep rooted in a specific place, which made me adaptable, which is why I feel like I can go anywhere. Because I have gone anywhere and everywhere pretty much. I had to. When my mama said she would come in the room, knock on the door, hey, we moving in 2 weeks. Dang, I ain't get to no say so, didn't get to choose.
Was it work or something? Or?
So her husband, he used to work, I don't know if y'all heard Cracker Barrel. It's down south, like all the southern states. Probably maybe in Tennessee too. She basically stayed with him till he leveled up. He started as a regular server. Next thing you know, assistant manager, general manager, district manager. So every time he got promoted, we was packing up our bags, we was leaving. And so I ain't had no say so, and that's what really made me adaptable and live in so many cities. I probably lived in like 10 cities.
Oh yeah.
And then a part of living in one city, I've lived in like every part of Atlanta, every part of Chicago. I've lived in over east. I've lived, out south. Uptown, because I'm Ghanaian, so the African community strong as hell uptown. And that's just in Chicago alone, so yeah.
Okay. So you consider Chicago home? Was that your favorite place to live too, or was the favorite? What about Chicago made the favorite?
Chicago, freedom. I mean, if you really from here, you know how it go. Like just the feeling. When I would go and move to other places, I didn't talk. I was quiet because culture is so different. Like the lingo is different. The minute they find out you from Chicago, questions, they trying to talk like they from here. They playing Young Pappy on the bus, and we in Texas. We in San Antonio. Yeah, the classics, but it was kind of weird, like, cause I'm really, I really lived. Like I said, my granny stay uptown. Uptown that's where Pappy from. Okay. You know what I'm saying? BU, Sav, so yeah, it was weird living outside Chicago, but Chicago definitely home. I know this city better than any city I've ever lived in.
Okay.
Hands down, yeah.
So you growing up, what was your ambitions to be? Was it always something in music? Was it always DJing? Did you think you was gonna be a doctor, a lawyer? How was that?
I never thought I would DJ, honestly. For the last year and a half, I thought about DJing.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, because I
like music. So what was your ambitions before then?
I was a baller. ballislife.com.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was a baller.
Yeah.
If you look, one thing about me, a lot of people don't know, I did not go to school till I was 16. I couldn't go to school if I wanted to. Like I wasn't even enrolled. Like it wasn't no skipping. I just woke up and did whatever my mama got us into. We'd be the only kids in the mall at 11 a.m.
Oh yeah.
12 p.m., 1 p.m. The security guards used to stop us. Oh, ain't you supposed to be in school? I don't go to school. You know what I'm saying? I got 4 sisters. We all, going places together. So, I was a basketball player. I got to spend a lot of time playing basketball. When everybody was in school, in the driveway, shoot. You know what I'm saying? Or I would go to other people's house. My mama didn't like it, but I would go, regardless where I was. If I was in Chicago, Atlanta, Texas, I would find, where the hoopers at. and I would go to your side of the city or your side, your street, and I'll play with you. And that's how I gelled with people. And then when they found out I didn't go to school, I was even more cool. They thought I was cool as hell everywhere I ever lived. Because, you know, when you're a shorty, the first question they ask you, what school you go to or where you from? I don't go to school. Ah, you cool, you raw as hell. Come on, you know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, that's just how it went.
Okay, so when you did get in school, was hooping something that you automatically gravitate to? Did you jump on a team, and how did that go?
Itching, because my whole time not being in school, I just play AAU. So of course, when you play in front of coaches, you know how AAU go. They gonna ask you, hey, what school you go to? I don't go to school. Oh, let me talk to your mom. She's not going. I'm telling you right now, she's not budging. She's not going. I watched countless coaches, college coaches, high school coaches, talk to my mama, try to convince me to come to their school, and she was just like straight facing them, like just refused to put me in school till I was 16. But when she did put me in school, I won a state championship the first year. 10th grade, average like 25 plus points. In Texas, Texas is a big state. Right. Big kids, big people. Them was the biggest people I ever met, ever seen.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So you in school, after school, what happened after school?
Okay, so let me see. I got kicked out of my mama crib halfway through senior year in Texas. And that's why I'm back here in Chicago. Because I was, like I said, I don't say I was super bad. I was just a problem child. I'm the oldest. I'm the only boy in my family. Like I said, I got 4 little sisters, and I always been a money getter. Like, even outside of basketball is a passion, but like money has always been my passion. Like, I'm a full, like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, I'm a hustler for real. My first hustle was ironing clothes. I was 8.
Oh, yeah?
8 years old in Atlanta, knocking on people's doors. Hey, I iron your work pants or your work shirt for $1 each.
Oh, yeah?
That was my first
was going?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers in the rack
Yeah,
ain't going.
no, right here they wasn't going, but that's what I'm saying. I moved so much, I learned to adapt.
Right.
So it's like I knew what hustles I could have and couldn't have in certain places. Like in Houston,
you get somebody your work pants, you'll never see them.
You'll never see them again. They gon' man.
Unless they don't have them bitches on.
You gon' right. So yeah, I learned. I don't know. Money always been my passion, just hustling. Then I started using basketball to hustle, you know what I'm saying? Taught them people down there a little 2-ball, 3-point contest, something like that, taking their money. We shooting for shots. Shooting shots for bread and shit like that. You know?
Okay. So if you don't mind me asking, why your OG keep you out of school for so long?
When we first moved to Atlanta, let me see. My only time going to school before I was put in that 10th grade was kindergarten and 1st grade. It was a lot of nasty student-teacher cases going on at the time.
Yeah.
So she just came to school one day and told me, pack up all your things, say goodbye to your friends. And that was it. Day after day after day, I'm waiting for her to take me to school. It just never happened because she didn't explain it to me. And so, like, after a couple weeks, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I kind of get what's going on. I ain't going back to school.
That's what I was finna ask you next. What was your attitude towards you?
Yeah.
You like, I want to go back, or you like, fuck it?
Yeah, I wanted to go back. Yeah, I'm a kid. Like I said, my mom, she didn't explain a lot of things to me. Like, that's one thing about my mama. She's like, she just don't explain herself. She just move with a purpose. So like, she knows she gonna do, she do it. She don't tell you why. You can't ask her no questions. Growing up, we couldn't ask her nothing. Couldn't ask her where we going, what we finna eat tonight, none of that. Just roll with the flow. So that also made me adaptable. I just take what's thrown in front of me and be me. I learned to be me, but you know what I'm saying, you just gotta roll with the flow and be yourself.
Bet. Okay, let's get into the music. So, DJing. When did you? Cause it's more than DJing. It's more to DJing besides having the track list. You know what I'm saying? So when did you know what I'm saying? How did you learn to get the board, or it was like, I'm gonna get a board, I'm gonna start DJing? How did that happen?
Let me see. I started DJing last November. Practicing, really. I'll say practicing, because I didn't put out my first mix until April, and then I didn't do my first gig until July of this year. But that's because when I thought, okay, I'm gonna actually go through with DJing, I didn't want to just come out and call myself a DJ and not be educated or have no type of practice or nothing, because I didn't grow up around DJs. I didn't know a single person around me that DJed. All the DJs that I looked up to was just people I had to Google or heard the music, like DJ Morris. Shout out DJ Morris, Cheeky DJ, DJ Ferris, DJ Naphitz. Like, them was the only DJs I really listened to growing up, because they was a part of Chicago music, Dirt scene, Keith scene, Herb Sing. Dang, it's a couple other DJs. Yeah, that's how it started for me. But I didn't have anybody I could actually look up to who could show me how to DJ, how to go about business wise. Nothing. So I took the time, like I said, November. Let me practice. Let me see. Let me do what I need to do. Buy different boards. Up to date, I probably tried 4 different boards.
Okay. So November, you start getting your feet wet. But was it just listening to these people, all these people that made you actually want to do it, or was it you was in a party and you seen how they make the people vibe, or?
I do not. One thing about me, I listen to music so much, I would literally spend time building up my little, I don't say playlist, but let's say if I wanted to go in the car and I got a road trip. Mm-hmm. Right now, I'll be going through adding each song selectively, what song I want to listen to in order and all that stuff. So it's like, dang, DJ, this is kind of like what DJing do. You're building a vibe, you're building an experience, you're building a momentum. And so I'm like, okay, let me try this, you know what I'm saying? Because some songs you listen to, they super long, long as hell. You don't want to listen to the whole thing. You just like certain verses. Right. So I'm like, okay, let me just do this for myself. So it's really just for me.
Okay,
really a personal thing.
So you've been to all these different cities, you know what I'm saying? So when you creating these track lists, do you take account like you might be in the Chicago pipe? I'm gonna throw this Texas song they might not know about. Is that something you do, or you keep it strictly based on the city that you in?
Now I like to show people new music. Okay. Everybody who's ever ridden in a car with me or spent a little time with me where I had the opportunity to play music, like everybody always, oh dang, who is this? Who's that is? Or where they from? Or something like that. Like it's enjoyable because one thing I want to do, I want to show people new things. I like learning. One thing about me, I like learning in life. So if I could show somebody a new song or something, it's not that I be itching to, but I know this song raw. You might not know it, but if you want to know what it is after, then I just put you in position to know that song. But that's the one thing that came with living in so many places. It's a lot of sounds, a lot of cultures. Each city, like artists be talking about different things. They delivery is different.
Especially the cities that you've been in, they all got their different,
big name
cities.
I've only lived in big name cities. Chicago, Atlanta, Memphis, Houston. Right. Them 4 alone right there, big name, all different sounds. If I play an artist from each city, different sounds.
Okay. Yeah. So now you creating your list, you DJing. Do you remember your first gig? And on top of that, what's Nephew? Where that come from? Was that already your nickname? What DJ Nephew come from?
Nephew came from Nephew knew. I ain't gonna lie, Nephew kind of knew, even though I've heard it my whole life. But I started hearing it more in the last 2 years because I'm always the youngest everywhere I go. Mm-hmm. And they say I look a little older, I talk a little older, I'm a little more mature than most my age, So that's where Nephew came from. So I'm like, man, it's DJ Nephew.
Embrace it.
Yeah, DJ Nephew for all my people, DJ Sabrino for all my Hispanics. That's what Nephew mean in Spanish, Sabrino.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, okay, DJ Sabrino.
Okay. So let's talk about your first gig. How did you get it? What was the experience like? Was the crowd fucking with you? Walk me through that.
My first gig came from somebody I met on the Blue Line.
Oh yeah,
and that's why networking is so key. Like that's why I really believe in putting yourself in positions.
Was you out west or downtown?
I was out west. I was on the Blue Line. I was like, I met him. What's after Pulaski? Went in between Pulaski and Western somewhere. I met him on the Blue Line. He was listening to music. And one thing about me, closed mouths do not get fucking fed. I repeat. Closed mouths do not get fed.
Facts.
What's it called? So he was listening to music, and this is something I do. Anytime I'm on my work ethic crazy. I be forgetting until I think about it. One thing I do whenever I'm on any line, I airdrop. I got a thing in my notes where it's the link to like one of my mixes of my choice, and I'll just type in the notes, DJ Nephew Chicago, click and hold the link to open the video with visual. And so that's one way I be getting myself out there. So if you ever got an airdrop, I was just out being outside. That was me. But yeah, he was listening to music. And so I said, hey, you listen to rap? He said, yeah. That's how my first gig came.
So what he was like, man, I asked you to fuck with him to come do his gig then, or was it he hit you up later like, yo, I got this event?
He told me, he was like, my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off. He told me, he was like, yeah, I got my birthday coming up. A lot of people tell me that though. They'll say, okay, you a DJ, my birthday coming up, I want to turn up, and then I'll never hit you. But he hit me up. He actually hit me up. He was the first person I mentioned that to, and he actually hit me up a couple weeks later. And he told me he was an artist himself. Yeah, he told me he was an artist himself. And so basically for that gig, He invited his people. He let me do my own thing, DJ for like good strong hour, probably 2 hours, and then that was my first time doing like a performance with an artist type deal. So he sent me his whole track list, and we basically mini rehearsed right then and there the same day. What he wanted to do, because he was real life approaching. This was out south. This was off 80. Oh, what was this? I think 83rd and Western. He was real life, like there's 10 people in the room. He going up to each one of them. He with the microphone. He's doing his thing. They know his bops. I'm like, okay. And that was my first gig. It was groovy. He gave me a gallon of jungle juice after too. It was it. I was bust.
Okay. So with you being a DJ, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you get calls and people want you to come all type of places. Have you ever been to a gig where you ain't feel comfortable, or been to a gig like, man, I'm not going right there, anything like that? What's that like?
They had no problems, no gigs, no people, no nothing. I feel like I need more recognition, but it's okay. I'ma earn it. Yeah, I don't have no bad experiences. That's what I'm saying. I know how Chicago is, but like, yeah, I've done gigs out over here out west. I've done gigs out south, up north. I just did my first bar gig last Friday. That was by Wrigley, so like, I have no bad experiences.
Okay.
With the people, with the audience, with the promoters, nothing.
Okay. So you just had your first gig by Wrigley. Was the crowd different? Was it a black crowd? Was it a mixed crowd? Do you take that into consideration when you playing music, or is it straight hip hop? Or
so they got me with this one. I asked if I could DJ, and they told me yes. And then they told me after the fact that I could only do R&B, and I've never done just strictly R&B ever in person. Because I listen to music that matches my mood or that I can relate to.
I listen to all rap.
I
like R&B songs, but I don't like. It's like 5 of them, and I really don't know the names to them. But I know when I hear them, I like them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right. That's how it is with me. I listen to music I can relate to. I don't think about love. I'm not a lovey-dovey type of person, so I don't listen to R&B at all. Like, my mama didn't even play R&B growing up. I be learning a lot of music now that like a lot of people been on, or was classics. And I be just now learning it because I'm just not used to listening to R&B. It's strictly rap and hip hop. So yeah, it was different, but I feel like I killed it.
So how did you adapt? Did you go to the R&B top 100? Did you go back to them classics? How did you get prepared for that gig?
Like I said, I only listen to music I can relate to. So like, I don't listen to R&B every day, but I know songs. So, the type of R&B vibe I gave them, like, we talking K Camp. I lived in Atlanta.
Yeah, I fuck with Kelly.
Kelly
I think
Rowland.
He underrated, man. I don't think he get enough credit.
What? He been right. People think he's just a TikTok rapper. So, K Camp, raw, like, for everybody. Anybody could listen to it. It don't matter if you a guy, girl, you hustle, you work a 9 to 5, anything. You a college kid, it don't matter. But I gave them that. I gave them Kelly Rowland. We talking about Love Song. We talking about Ice with Lil Wayne. We talking, what else did I get they ass? Big Sean and Janae. I know. What else? Just like trap. I call it trap. Like trap because of the way it make you feel. Plus it's not just like roses and butterflies.
Okay. So we talked about being too fond in R&B. So what's your favorite type of gig to do? You know what I'm saying? Cause I know DJs get a lot of gigs. You get bars, birthday parties, weddings. What's your favorite type of gig to do?
Dang, you right. I done did a pool party. I done did a bar. I done did 2 bars. I done did like an underground bar. I like the underground. Like when we talking about like out south. Cribs with like basements on underground levels, like they in there. Like I like that.
Yeah.
What house parties.
What's about it? What's about it? Is you up there getting lit with the crowd?
Getting lit. It's personal. It's like it's a small space, but it don't feel small. But it's a lot of people. Like 50 people in a space like that will feel big. Like it feel nice. I feel like I'm in my zone. It's dark. I don't like bright lights. I don't like none of that stuff for real. Like, and then I don't know, everybody. It's like you partying at home. Like you listening to music at home. Cause one thing about me, I love music like with a passion. I got like 10 different speakers. I like listening to shit out loud. Once I make a mix, I'll listen to it in my headphones. I'll listen to it out loud on the speakers. I'll see how it sounds in the car. You know what I'm saying? But the way it sound in the crib when you got 2-3 speakers, DDJ 400 and my laptop. With 20, it could be, I don't care how many people in the room. It could be just me, really. But give me 100, give me 20, give me 5,000. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to be locked in.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now, I know you mentioned you had a few boards over your time. Is that just because of the learning process? Like, you got the board, one board, and like, I need another board? Or how did you get the intel on what equipment that you needed to perform?
Man, I'm Googling. I'm paying attention. One thing about me, I'm really an introvert. I don't go out, like, without a reason or a purpose. Yeah, like, I like money. Like, if it ain't got no money involved, you really can't talk to me. What me go say? If you ain't talking money, I don't want to talk. That's how I really live. Like, I be feeling like that. But I learned the art of spending money to make money, and then, like I said, putting yourself in positions so that, okay, I'm paying $30 to walk into a concert tonight, Glorilla, but that's where I met Delectable.
Right.
That's where I met Loud Money Radio. That's where I met Bug for the first time.
Okay.
All of them. So it's like, it'll come back. It'll come back.
Right. Yeah, definitely. That's what I say too. You definitely got to promote yourself. That's something I got to tell a lot of recording artists too. You know what I'm saying? You got to put money in. You know what I'm saying? Promote yourself. So now you DJing, you got your Strat. If you DJing, you saying you come in with a track list and stuff, do you take requests? How you feel about people coming up to you like, yo, play this, you know what I'm saying? Or play this, or play my song. How you feel about that?
I don't got no problem with it because I haven't done nothing super big to where I got like 20 people lined up telling me what to play, and all the songs is different BPMs and feelings and vibes. So I ain't had those type of problems yet. I'm still fresh. I'm really still fresh. Like I said, my first gigs was July. This is what now, September, October. I had 5 bookings in July. That was cool. I had 2 in one day. But I'm gonna start a new thing I've been thinking about for all the people who want requests, so I can also get engagement too, and so that people can remember who DJing, because I'm fresh out here. I gotta build a name. You're not gonna remember me if I don't tell you who the fuck I am. So one thing I'm gonna start doing, I'm gonna announce it on the microphone. Every gig, you got a request. Before every gig, I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna post it on my Instagram story. You know how they had a little thing where you could type questions or ask things. I'm gonna just type. Whatever I call it. That you got a request, send it in there.
That'd be a decent way to get followers, new eyes on your shit too. You know
send
what
it there. And it's up to me now. It's up to me because it's not hard when I'm DJing. I could look at my phone. I could say okay, and then I could line up how I feel like everything needs to be lined up, or not. Not play it, or like talk back to you. Okay, this is a good, something like engage. So that's one thing I'm gonna start doing. That's a new engagement. I don't want to say tactic, but. You know what I'm saying? That's a little free game for the people.
Okay. And now you say since you've been in this space and you've been investing in yourself, you've been meeting a lot of different people, and I've seen right. That's what I said. That's what I was finna get to. Like first time I met you sent me a screenshot. That motherfucker ain't never did that. I'm like, never. On shorty. That's what I'm like. On shorty. I'm like, that's some real nigga shit. But like I said, like you said, you was at the Glorilla concert. I seen you on Instagram with corporate. Has DJing open doors to you to meet these people or what?
Cause I like I said, I'm from here. I'm living here, so it's like you ain't know me a couple years ago, right? You ain't know me a couple years ago, so like DJing and me planning to be in certain spaces or put myself in certain places to meet people. That's DJing really the only reason I, like I said, started going to parties, concerts, giving myself a reason like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go do this, which is the same environment like a party. Some people will just go to a party just to party. You know what I'm saying? I've done that before a couple times, but it's like I said, I'm a hustler. Okay, I want money. Why the fuck am I as a DJ walking into a party, didn't look at none of the DJs, didn't shake their hand or try to, or at least introduce myself or some, and this is the environment I want to work in, or I can make money. They in here making money. I'm in here not making money. I'm in here watching.
Okay. So you said that you ain't had no bad experiences with DJing so far. So if you had to pick anything, what's your least favorite part about DJing?
Man, I really enjoy this shit, but I think I don't give too much time to it, or like too much like, I don't know. I understand my realities, you know what I'm saying? I got other stuff going on too. It's all fun. It's all fun.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, it's
That's
all
what
fun
for
me right now. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? I could get more gigs, and it's, I'm learning and I'm growing. I'm doing what I can, and that's why I'm not super mad at myself. And I've created opportunities before, like I said, so I know what I need to do. I'm also a believer in timing, so it's just not my time for certain things to happen. Okay, last month I didn't get that many gigs. Let me spend more time watching videos, learning, actually practicing or something, you know what I'm saying? Versus like I said, life is about balance. So I had my month, like I said, five gigs in 1 month. I spent more time that month actually performing than practicing. Just because I'm DJing don't mean I shouldn't be practicing.
Right.
Regardless how good I get. You know what I'm saying? And I know that now while I suck.
Or even just
while
I'm not, I know I'm not at my peak. Shit, make shit better, you know what I'm saying?
So, okay, like I said, July was hella gigs. What's August? Let's practice some more. I ain't got that many gigs. That's cool. I want to practice all Saturday. I want to practice all Tuesday or Wednesday night or something like that. Okay, then the month after that, because of all the popping out and stuff I'm doing, now I got my first interview. You feel me? Or whatever else is going on. So like each month to me, as my my little young career is thriving, I'm balancing my time. I'm seeing like, okay, this is how I want to carry myself, at least for right now.
Okay. You spreading the word, trying to promote yourself and everything. Do you got artists sending you music now? And if they do you keep it real with them? If it's heat of week, you know what I'm saying? Is that, or is it just like, yeah, I got you, I'm gonna throw you in rotation? What's that like?
Yeah, I got artists send me their music, and I always tell them send me more.
Even do you give them honest reviews, feedback?
Yeah.
Have you ever had to give them, you know what I'm saying, like
bad,
this
like
ain't
this ain't
you know
it?
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? What was that experience like?
Yeah, okay. Look,
cause I hear a lot of music, cause you know what I'm saying, I got a booth, man. Some shit it just be like,
yeah. I've had a dude
Joe.
at the gig. He tried to get me to play his song out loud, and I told him no. Right to his face, yeah. I told him no. Like it's one thing for you to send me your music.
That man favorite song, man.
Yeah, he and his friend, and the thing is, he wasn't even man enough to talk to me directly. He got a messenger coming over here telling me, hey, when you gonna spin my boy's song? When you gonna spin my boy's song? How your boy got more confidence than you? You really want me to play your song, but you can't even talk to me? It's not even that. I listened to it. Like I said, I previewed it. If it was good, I would have played it out loud.
Right.
It wasn't good.
Okay.
I told his man that. I told his man to tell your man to come over here, and I can tell your man if you want me to. How you want to do this? It's not no disrespect. I'm not playing it out loud right now. You know what I'm saying? I would listen to it. You know what I'm saying? But you rushing me and shit, it probably might be better than I thought it was. But since I'm in the middle of DJing, still took the time to listen to your song on spot. Cause I'm a trench baby. Maybe this might be the only time I see this nigga, or whatever. Who knows who he might become?
Right.
Still listen to it. It wasn't good. But I'll respectfully tell you, I ain't gonna be like, fuck you, get out my face or nothing, But if it's not good, I'm gonna tell you, like, keep working on your craft. I'll tell you, instead of just telling you why you're not good, or instead of telling you that you're not good, I'm gonna try to tell you why, or like what you could do better, in my opinion. Because if you're really hungry, you're gonna take that feedback. When I send my mixes out to people, I don't want you to just tell me, "Oh, you raw as hell." Like, yeah, that's a compliment, but I know I'm not perfect as a DJ. If my shit could be better, tell me.
Okay.
And then tell me how. People was telling me my mixes were too long when I first started putting mixes on YouTube, because it was like an hour. So now I'm making my mixes shorter. That's like, yeah, I see it as constructive criticism.
Okay. Yeah. So you've been in all these different places, but your favorite is hip hop. That's what you bleed. So it's a lot of different genres within hip hop as well. So if you had to pick one, drill, trap, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I show y'all, I got a. Oh damn, that's crazy. I got a SoundCloud.
That's why
SoundCloud
you like
playlist.
Them house parties. You going crazy?
Yeah, I got a SoundCloud playlist I made in middle school, like 10 years ago. Up to now, it got more likes than I've ever seen on an Instagram or a Twitter picture. It got like 500 likes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's literally called Chicago Drill. That's what I called it. And like every day I get random notifications for SoundCloud. I'm thinking they want my money or something. It's some random person like my playlist. Which one it is? Chicago Drill. And that's because I really used to I don't know. Ever since it came, like Keith and Louis, ever since that sound came out, yeah, that's what I'm listening to every day. I've been listening to Keith and Louis every day since. Just like every other, hopefully every other, motherfucker from
it's like the culture,
from the block.
Man.
Yeah, like this is really in us. You're not the only one. You somebody out there watching who listen to drill every day, cause you a real Chicago nigga or a woman, So shit, that's just how it is.
Okay. Yeah. So You DJing, is there any other aspects in music that you ever been interested in as far as like being a recording artist, being a producer? Is there anything else you ever dabbled your feet in, or is it always strictly been DJing?
Nah, I used to want to be a producer. I still do. But before I started DJing, being a producer was my main, like, that's like, okay, if I had to touch the music industry, yeah, I think it would be through producing. But I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to beat make, all that stuff, like that type of stuff, like behind the scenes type of stuff that makes the music great. I don't want to be an artist though. No disrespect to the artist.
Okay. So you got the DJing role, and you got your aspirations as far as being a producer. When it's all said and done, what's DJ Nephew gonna look like? Is it gonna be a production company, a record label? What's your ultimate goal to get up out of this?
We gonna see. I don't know. I'm young as hell. I got a lot going on in life. I'm really just trying to survive, but at least off my passions, I don't want to work no job that I don't like. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Until I have to. If it comes down to it, yeah, I'll do it. I've done it before. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want my permanent life to be like that. So if one day DJing get me paid for real, where I'm okay, yeah, like dang, these big numbers, like that's cool. I'll let it happen. I'm not gonna block that.
And I thought that was dope when you said you ain't had no bad experience or nothing you ain't like about it, because they said when you like what you do, it really ain't working.
It really,
you know
I like what I do. But at the same time, still, like being Chicago being Chicago, I'm pretty surprised I ain't had no bad, no experiences neither. I ain't,
And that's what I'm saying. It ain't necessarily got to be you, like, you know what I'm saying, like the house parties, you know what I'm saying, guns go off, all type of shit, you know what I'm saying. I done been in an event where a DJ, everybody ran about the party, but the DJ had to stay like in the front with the police and everything. So once it got cleared, so right, on sure.
He not gonna leave that shit get confiscated.
Oh, sure. They asked him a million questions. He's like, man, I had to.
He has to answer them.
I ain't know. I'm shorty. So I was like, that's something. I'm like, damn, literally everybody scattered. And he the only one that had to stay because he's like,
because of business.
He had speakers, all type of shit. He said, I can't leave.
Can't leave that equipment.
Drive past later, he in the front with 12 still standing there. We gotta wait for him to clear the scene so I can get one shit. Walk the bar. Damn. Then I seen another DJ too. Like he wet up. He off all the drugs in the party, but he still got that shit.
He was going cool.
Yeah, he was going cool. Like I don't know if it's a button y'all press where the mix just keep going. Like he's stepping off the table and everything. You know what I'm saying?
I need to see him
getting lit.
That mean I want. Yeah, it sounds like he like what he do.
Yeah.
I want to support people who like what you do.
You probably heard of his name, DJ Milk. He out west, man, but. He do a lot of parties out west, man. But
I got the best drugs.
He get jiggy, man. He get jiggy, man. All right, man.
The best drugs. That's why.
All right, man. So before I get you out of here, tell the people something about DJ Nephew that they might not know.
I told y'all a lot already. DJ Nephew now on Instagram. Follow me, lowkeyman.nephew. Spelled the same way.
And are you interactive with everybody? Like
I ain't Hollywood at all. Yeah, okay. You see the way I got this interview right here was by not being Hollywood, by being interactive, by being yourself. Be yourself. Feel me? Good things come. If you're a good person, good things gonna come.
Okay. And what does it take to book you? Is it Instagram? Got a booking site? How if somebody may be watching, listening, how can they book DJ Nephew?
I got a website. I got a link page. I'm working on a website. I also make playlists. $20. I'll make a playlist. You tell me your favorite artist. I'll figure out the rest.
That's a good idea too, man.
You let me do my thing. If you got some input, some specific songs you want me to put in there, okay, cool. $20. I'll send you an hour-long playlist.
Cause I know people who ain't, you know what I'm saying, I don't know if they not necessarily got the phones or they ain't trying to get DJ, but they just be in there with the phone on the Bluetooth, and that shit be like, man, that should have come in handy. $20, you know what I'm saying?
Right. So let's say spinning. You don't want me to actually, you don't want to pay $50 an hour for me to, spend at your party. For $20, you could just have me make an hour long. I'll probably be nice. Make you tell me how long you need. If you need longer than an hour, you tell me. I'll make you a mix for $20. That way you could just play it.
Right.
And it's still me, but you got a DJ. You playing the DJ off the Bluetooth now. I've done that before.
Okay, and I got a couple more questions before I get you out of here. If you don't mind, talk to me about your support system. You know what I'm saying? How does the people around you feel about you DJing? Does your immediate family, they fuck with it? They fuck with the mixes, or they just be like, that's your job, that's just what you do?
I don't know. I don't really talk to a lot of people, so I don't know how people feel about me DJing for real. My family, my mama support me. She paid for the insurance on my DJ board. Shout out to my mama. She in the A. That's about it. That's why I'm really trying to get myself out here. I've done everything to get myself out here. I've gone to laundromats with printouts of my QR code that lead to my link page so that you can get to my YouTube and Instagram and Twitter. I've put that on elevators and random buildings and colleges and what else? What's it called? Laundromats, car washes, poles, everything. I done did all of that. So that's how I get my views. So if you really rock with me, you know where to find me. Because you listen to me once. Like I say, airdropping too. The reason I airdrop, damn, I'm giving so much game.
Man, somebody had gave me that because I went to Miami. I forgot all my business cards. I had I just got 1,000 made. I was going to pass them out. I'll get on the plane, left the cards. I'm sure somebody was in the mall. They were like, Joey, just start airdropping your link.
If you airdrop the link, the thing about it, when somebody accept it, if they accept it, it automatically saved in their photos. So they could be cleaning like one thing I do, I'm organized. I clean out my phone. They scrolling through their gallery 3 months down the line and they come across the picture. Oh, what? So yeah, even if you ain't like, it's just, I don't know. It's do with the information as you please.
Was that some information that somebody gave you, or you just was like one on the train one day?
No,
like,
I'm the oldest.
Gonna pass this shit out.
I'm the oldest. I had a best friend since I was 12. I had to learn everything by myself.
Okay.
Google, or some. Watch and learn. I was quiet.
I'm self-taught. All this from YouTube, shorty. Right, I ain't got no background, none of this.
That's respect. I respect. Yeah, if you have to, when it has to be like that, that's how you find out who you really are.
And
as
that's
a
why
person.
I like talking to people too, because I learn new stuff every day, every sit
Love
down.
learning, even if it's something I don't do. Like, okay, at least I know this now. So whenever that time come, like I didn't know I'd be DJ. I wish there was more information I retained about being a DJ when I was younger. Probably living in Atlanta, that music scene was cool at the time.
Right.
But I mean, I wasn't paying attention at the time. So now I'm a DJ having to learn things. That's cool. We still gonna ball. So that's why I really pay attention. Ever since I moved out my mama crib when I was 18, I paid attention. Like I took joy in learning. It's crazy.
You gotta pay attention, man. That could be the difference between life and death.
Life and
sometimes.
death. Yeah, being like what?
I'm surety. So, another question before you get up out of here, man. Talk to me about your creative process. I know you said you be in a room, you got the speakers, you listen to it on the speakers, the headphones. What else goes into creating the a track list or a mix? You know what I'm saying? As you heating up, do you gotta get your mind right first? What's that like? You got a pen and paper taking lists of songs? What's your creative process like?
Look, I'm gonna show you something right quick. This is the camera right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if it's gonna see it. These are all my playlists, and this is just Apple alone.
You went off.
It's showing, but I know it's still scrolling.
Yeah, you went off. So.
Yeah, these are all my playlists right here.
And that's on Apple?
Apple. This is Apple alone. I'm not even gonna show you SoundCloud. I label my playlist by months, moods, heavy thoughts, hustlers music. Like it just depends what I'm listening to. Like, and like I say, I've always listened to music. I used to go to bed listening to music. That's really what still puts me to sleep. I'll be at a girl house and she'll be mad I'm got my headphones in when we sleep.
I can't listen to music on
like
sleep,
one,
bro.
I had one there so I can still hear things, but yeah, they be mad as hell.
I gotta have the room dark, everything off for me to sleep.
Yeah, I still have it dark, but now I just like music is really like I pay attention to a song. When I hear a song, I pay attention to the message. Okay, let me throw this in this playlist. So really now I'm DJing. You know how I'm DJing off a playlist I made years ago, or started years ago, or even made recently because I'm so organized with my playlist. I make them off moods, and that's how I make the. Okay, you want a hip hop mix? Okay, what hustlers? Something for open gym when we in the gym shooting ball, or if you want something like smooth rap or something like that. Like okay, I probably most likely got a playlist for it, and I just take the songs from that playlist, and I'm really on top of listening to new music. So I'll listen to all the new music that drop every day. Every day I got different sites I check to see if new music drop for mainstream, underground, definitely underground, because it's a lot of underground artists I listen to, and there's a lot of underground artists that I know I used to listen to that were underground then but are known now.
Right.
Like Lil Baby, y'all listening to Lil Baby in 2017?
Listen to Lil Baby
when his best song was Option. Or even Rod Wave. And these are people who were not from Chicago that were underground years ago, but they big as hell now.
Right.
Who else? Probably Huncho now. You got Huncho, Tusi. Let me see who from Chicago. Really everybody, because they always count us out.
Yeah.
And like I said, I've lived outside of Chicago, so I know which places really love Chicago music and which ones at the time didn't. They what is this? Like didn't fuck with it. Like at
what
all.
places was that?
That didn't fuck with it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, if you went to Atlanta, went back when it first came out, people wasn't really fucking with it. They just like Keith shit. But like if you play anybody else, like we talking about Pap, Billionaire Black, Duck. A lot of people never liked Duck. Even in Chicago, a lot of people never liked that, at least from my experiences. Atlanta, because I lived in every part of Atlanta. Decatur, Bankhead, I lived Douglasville. My mama, what's it called? She in South Atlanta right now. So it's like I live in every part. Definitely Texas. Texas did not fuck. I feel like a lot of places in Texas don't. Atlanta do now. So no disrespect to Atlanta. I know there's people with ties to Atlanta. Yeah, I know there's people with ties to Atlanta. No, at the time, according to me, I was outside every day. I didn't go to school. So if you knew somebody, you know, who when they came home from school, I would ask them what they bopping, what they listen to. I would see for myself. But if you know somebody who don't bore to me, send them my way. But now, definitely Texas. I would say Texas at number one.
Yeah.
I only lived there 5 years. I lived there during Drill's peak, 2013 through 2018. Yeah, all my high school years.
I could see that, cause Texas the sound is different. You know what I'm saying? They be having the chopped and screwed and all that.
Screw shit.
But with the Atlanta thing was crazy because before the drill rap in the trenches, we listened to like hard trap, like Gucci,
yeah,
Flocka,
OJ the Patman, Flock.
I feel like they kind of had a hand in drill become what it is, because that's what we was listening to in the streets before drill rap came out.
That's what y'all listen to. Yeah, I mean, trenches, the same thing here.
It was Gucci,
Rick Ross,
some Jeezy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, especially when Walker came out, because if you know what I'm saying, with the bangs and you know what I'm saying, if you think about
just like that's similar to Keith.
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't never thought about it like that.
Because that's where right before we was listening to Chicago drill, and that's all basically all I listen to now. Keith, Dirt, you know what I'm saying?
But with I ain't like I said, I don't want to cut you off. With my statement, I'm talking about like all Chicago rappers. Like if you play some other people besides Keith, Dirt, they wasn't really fucking with it just because of the and still to this day. That's what I meant by the Atlanta part. But they fuck with Keith. They always fuck with Keith and Dirt.
I just can't like Chance. He a real honorable dude.
Chance another story.
He a honorable dude, man. But I just that type of music I can't. Like some songs out here it be, but some songs I'll be like, I'm cool, man.
They make music for when you walking through the Macy's Water Tower before they closed it.
Oh, sure. So, and this is probably the last question, but this is something I was wondering about personally, because I'm the type of nigga, I don't buy music. You know what I'm saying? Ever since I found out how to rip music off YouTube, I don't buy music. Right. So, are you streaming all your music at these shows, or are you saving it locally? Like, how do you get music like on a local drive? You know what I'm saying? Is that game you could give out?
All type of ways. Like you said, still ripping it off. MP3 conversions. MP3 conversions.
That's my favorite.
What's it called? I'll buy some. I gotta really like your music for me to buy it. I'm still learning that though as a DJ, and I'm still going through the process. I done went through 3 different what they call them, the little USBs. So I'm still learning that. I need game on that. Honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. But the MP3 conversion, man, just thug it out for right now until I learn something cheaper or more efficient. I've tried the DJ pools. DJ pools is like websites where you go and you buy music and you can buy different edits. So like, let's say Finito, you got the regular version of Finito. You might go in the pool and they'll have like a build up, an intro version or something like that. So you don't even have to do too much as a DJ. And some songs they don't even have at all though. So that's the one, I don't know, that's the reason I can't get with DJ pools. They don't support a lot of Chicago artists. I don't know, you can't find the music, and then I know some things like labels and stuff. If a label don't want to put your music in certain sources or platforms, I don't know. So yeah, that's why I got every app, Apple Music, SoundCloud, and Spotify. Cause it's like, don't know one platform got all the artists I like. BG, Patman, or Lil Fo. You can't find. It's always an artist or an album I can't find. You can't find all the Keith music on Apple.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm a mixtape person. Albums is like, that's how artists make money, but like mixtapes are hard because that's down there the artist underground work. That's what the artists put out in order to get to the big stage that they at. I like mixtapes. We talking about Lil Wayne, we talking about Gucci.
Yeah.
As much music as Gucci put out, you already know.
Right.
Flocka got mixtapes. 2 Chainz, right? Like a lot of raw artists. To me, the best artists got mixtapes. Have put out at least 5 mixtapes in their lifetime.
Yeah, and that's how I feel like you could tell that they really love what they do.
Love what they do.
Wayne and Gucci, they was dropping mixtapes.
Mixtapes
Damn
like crazy.
On Shorty.
When what's his name? That Dex was drop songs every day. Dex dropped a song. Some of them on SoundCloud. Some of them, well, all of them on SoundCloud. Really, SoundCloud the ghetto. But like you couldn't find everything on every platform, so that's still something that irritates me. But MP3 converter. That's
and I know I keep saying last question, but you kind of walked yourself into
good?
this.
Nah,
Before you go, man,
no
I need your top 3 artists.
Future, Yak, and I ain't gonna lie, Keith.
That's some real nigga shit.
Yeah,
so I fuck with Yak. So people be sleeping on Yak. So I love the way his music, Joe. He come out with something different.
Shout
you know
out
what I'm saying?
Kodak.
Shit on Shorty. He gotta.
You just had to have lived a certain life
bro.
or a certain way in order to really feel his music.
Right.
He make the best everything.
But his music, like all the beats don't sound the same. He'll jump on anything and that shit.
He got songs called versatile.
I be hearing like they robbed him at the BET talking about Super Grill on one of the songs. Yeah, I ain't even heard the other song they was talking about.
I didn't know she put a remix out to me. No disrespect to Lotto. I
never heard of. I probably did, but nothing memorable. But when Super Gremlin came out, I listened to that shit every day, all day on the way to work, on the way back. You know what I'm saying? Turn on the radio, that shit on the radio.
You can feel that one in your heart. Yak cold. But yeah, that's my top 3. My top 10. You want to know my top 10?
Go ahead, spit it to me.
Who already put?
Yak,
Keith,
Future,
Gucci, Meek.
I feel like Meek, man. I feel like he fell off a little bit, man. It's crazy. I used to listen to Meek on YouTube before I used to listen to battle raps on YouTube. This dude named Reed Dollars. He get into it. Reed Dollars. That's how I found out about Meek Mill. When he first came out, Shorty, I feel like he getting a little Hollywood, Joe.
Yeah, he probably is now. I don't have nothing I can really contest that with. But
I ain't really heard no hood gutter shit, you know what I'm saying, in a minute, you know what I'm saying? But because that's where I know him from.
But he be knowing it too, though. I be hearing.
Yeah, he know it.
I watch
that's
interviews and I watch things and I hear him talk.
That's where he come from. That's how I used to
like,
watch him.
When you watch his freestyles, he be doing on the radio. He always
on Shorty.
Get back to my so I know how. You right. I don't think we gonna get that old. I don't know, but that's what trauma do. Like it could change. Yeah,
like, true,
as you growing, like
right.
you feel a different way every year, depending on how what's going on in life. So but no disrespect. I like Meek.
Yeah, no disrespect.
Yeah, no disrespect. I get what you saying though. I get what you. He might be. It's like her saying the new album. He's just steady transforming. It's like that old nigga I used to be. You not gonna find him no more. Like
doing prison reform, all type of shit.
Yeah, now. Right. So that's good for him though. The rest of my 5, Wayne.
Got to.
Dej Loaf.
Underrated.
Dej Loaf.
I feel like her and Dirk need to come out with a whole project. They songs are my favorite. That's probably the close thing I get to R&B too. That Dirk and Dej and my Beyonce and shit. I'm sure they killing that shit.
I got 3 more. Young and May.
Sleep. She the best female rapper in my eyes. I don't even listen to a lot of female. I don't listen to no female rap. I don't even listen to her shit. But when I hear her shit, I be like, she's spitting.
I throw her music in my mixes. I got 2 more spots. I say Young and May. Who I ain't saying yet. We'll just leave it at that. That's the people I like right there. We'll leave it at that.
All right, man. Before you slide, tell the people where to find you on social media, where they can find the mixes, where they can book you, where they can get to know you, all that.
DJ Nephew. That's all. You could Google that. YouTube it. On Instagram, lowkeyman.nephew, NEPHEW. Twitter, official, KWAME24. For the people who like to talk shit. Because I know Twitter, you can say whatever you want. Post whatever you want, all of that. That's it, man. Like I said, Google me, YouTube me. That's it. It's DJ Nephew Chicago.
All right, man. Definitely appreciate your time, man. Anybody tell me they need a DJ, man, I'm throwing that name out there first, man.
A lot of out west fuck with me heavy. O&B Lil Mo. Shout out O&B Lil Mo. He off Laverne and what's that, Monroe or something like something.
That's around the corner.
It's around the corner, yeah. I'm not I'm from out south, so
right.
Forgive me.
I need some numbers with it.
I might be sounding silly right now. I don't know the streets, but those are the 2 that click. All right, but yeah. out there. Yeah.
All right, man.
You too, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate you,
man. Definitely both ways, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yep.
Keep spreading the word, man.
What this called? 290 Podcast. Y'all
290
need to
more
drop. Y'all need to
podcasts,
tag.
man.
What's up? What's your 290 Podcast? It's DJ Nephew. Y'all rocking in with 290 Podcast. Keep tuning in.
For sure, man. For sure, man. Be safe out here, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Always.